Apple Pay is finally launching in China. Giphy just got a big old bag of money. A new smart home hub wants to cater to your every whim and more. It's Tuesday, February 16th, and this is Crunch Report, presented by Toyota. Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I have good news. Instagram accounts have never had two-factor authentication before, which is a little crazy considering how many people are celebrities and public figures and they're using Instagram and they're putting all sorts of stuff up there. Now, with 400 million users, including brands and artists and famous people, it's time to make Instagram accounts a lot less hackable. A source tells TechCrunch's Josh Constein that they've been spotting two-factor auth in testing, and Instagram has finally confirmed that the rollout has begun. The new tool lets Instagram users verify a phone number, and then if anyone tries to log into your account with your email and your password, you'll get texted an authentication code that must also be entered to gain access. Now, if you have two-factor auth turned on for something like Gmail, which I hope you do, because it would be silly if you didn't, and very stupid, then at least you're used to this slightly cumbersome but much needed safety measure. It also means that hackers need more than just your email and password. They can guess that, they can steal that, they can trick it out of you with a phishing scam. Instagram's parent company Facebook has had two-factor auth for over 4 years now, but even just getting access to an Instagram account without all the other Facebook data would let somebody delete your photos and attack your friends, spam the feed with products and scams. No bueno. Things are changing. Apple Pay, finally about to launch in China, specifically February 18th, that's in 2 days, on WeChat, as Apple has explained on its Chinese website about the launch. The company is partnering with UnionPay, that's the #1 payment network in China. That's ahead of Visa and MasterCard and American Express. It's huge. And just as Apple did in the US and the UK, it's partnering with local Chinese banks to support Apple Pay from day one. In fact, 19 banks are on board so far. China is a huge market, obviously. Tens of millions of people using an iPhone 6 or newer, not to mention old ones. And it's really only the third full rollout for Apple Pay after the US and Canada. It is available in Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Spain, but only through American Express for now. In China, Alibaba's Alipay and WeChat's own wallet are already very widely used. And even PayPal has been trying to get a license to operate in China for years now. So Apple has some competition, but this rollout looks pretty solid so far. Giphy! Everybody knows Giphy. If you don't, it's a GIF service that makes your Slack channels come alive, among other things. And it's just closed a $55 million Series C funding round at a valuation of $300 million post-money. My goodness. GIFs, big business. The round was led by Lightspeed Venture Partners with a number of other funds and investors participating. Giphy launched out of BetaWorks back in 2013 and acts a lot like Google, letting users upload and tag GIFs to make them searchable on the web and through Giphy's native mobile apps, and then apps like Slack and Facebook Messenger. So, time to monetize. Now, Giphy isn't really monetizing yet, although I have seen a couple Giphy ads so far. For example, Giphy could charge for an ad word where a search could turn up sponsored content, and then there's just regular chatting. So if you used a command like /Giphy tennis ace while talking to a friend about Serena Williams, and then it pulls up some sort of Amex ad, there's an ad right there in your conversation, which nobody is really asking for, but if it's seamless enough, we're gonna get used to it. Today, a company called Silk Labs, which was founded by former Mozilla CTO Andreas Gall, is launching a device called Sense, and it's designed to talk to all the connected devices in your house and learn your needs over time through your behavior and your patterns. Sense can do things like turn on and off the lights, adjust the music, adjust the temperature. And you've heard of some of this stuff before, but the idea with Sense specifically is that it works to understand your preferences and other people's preferences in your home, both via an app and passive observation. Sense will use facial recognition to know who's coming home, for example, and then set everything the way you want. Play your favorite song as you walk through the front door. The same facial recognition can let you know if somebody unusual is entering the house, like an intruder, and let you know about that as well. You can interact with Sense through voice, through gestures, and of course through its app. Now, along with Mozilla alums, Sense's team members have worked at Qualcomm, Kyocera, GE, Microsoft, Yahoo, HTC, just to name a few. The device is launching an awareness campaign on Kickstarter today. Never really heard of that before, but now I'm aware of it, where early backers can pre-order Sense for $225. It's more or less at cost, and then it's due to ship later this year. Okay, guys, there's yet another new dating app. I am not kidding. we have another one, and it's called ODATELY. It sounds like an Irish matchmaking service. It's actually based in London, though. The team wants to take the strain out of digital dating and all the different rules and the features that you have to kind of know depending on the service by having its human staff take care of all the pre-date management and post-date follow-up for you. Your job is just to go on the dates. ODATELY calls itself a niche business that can live off the really, really massive online dating market by just outsourcing the admin part of dating that nobody likes anyway. The service can even choose a location for your date and make reservations for you, or it will anyway once it launches, which it hasn't exactly yet. ODATELY's very small team is currently 2 males and 2 females, and they're all in their mid to late 20s who will be acting as dating concierges. And that sounds like it could be a challenging fit for a client in a different age bracket or just cultural differences. Okay, so now the price. Guaranteed 2 to 6 dates per month for between 500 and 1,000 British sterling pounds per month. That sounds completely insane to me, but so does going on a bunch of bad dates with the very precious free time that I do have. So the proof will obviously be in the matches themselves. And that is the report for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Sarah Lane, and Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. Find us on iTunes and on YouTube as well. See you tomorrow.